stork flew down from heaven and left a diamond under a leaf in the cabbage patch, and the diamond turned into a baby.
Our parents are having a baby, too. They had sex.
Jesus!
What? Yeah, I said it. Addams Family's better than Wednesday. Now, before the Wednesday stands come and get me, just know, I was counting down the days till the show came out. I remember being mad because I was a week early, and then I binged the whole thing in 2 days. I reviewed it on my Insta, look. But I also reviewed Addams Family Values, and I kind of liked it a little bit more. But first, I'm going to talk about the things I liked about Wednesday. Okay, so first off, Wednesday herself, Jenna Ortega, was awesome in this show. I could tell she was having a fun time, and I remember finishing the show thinking, did she blink once? And no, she didn't. Her character was written extremely well, and the gothic side of Wednesday really got to shine against the silly, goofy, cartoonish kids of Nevermore. Also, I like that one of the only times Wednesday smiles is with her uncle, and that she thinks the Beekeeper Club is worth her time since the only guy there is an outsider like her. Also, she has some mean comebacks. I mean, I aspire to be that sassy.
The runt of the litter.
For the record, I don't believe I'm better than everyone else. Just that I'm better than you.
Damn! Oh, and Enid was good in the show. Emma Myers is really good with physicalities, especially in her face. She does this mouth thing that's so hard to explain, but it's like the perfect emotion when she does it. She also has fantastic charisma, and you get the dynamic of Elle Woods and, well, Wednesday Addams. If they're on screen, I'm having a good time. Also, the show is genuinely funny. If you ignore the Disney Channel humor, there are some well-made jokes, and the absurdity of the Addams movies does creep its way into the show. Like, one of the things Wednesday says to justify why piranhas should have bitten a guy's testicle off was that men like him should reproduce less. I mean, go piss, girl. And speaking of Addams, Morticia is doing a good job too, even though she's barely in the show, and Thing is also doing good, even though it's a hand. It might not seem like that big of a deal, but they give Thing actual character traits and sort of an arc. It's really cool. They could have made it another one of Wednesday's hands, but it's an actual character. Not hard to mess up, but it's good that they didn't. Anyways, there were a few things that I didn't like, and these might be spoilers. Nothing big to the answer of the mystery, but this show's been out for a while, and it's the second most popular TV show on Netflix, I think. So you probably already know how it ends. So first, if you aren't Wednesday or even Enid, you're kind of a static character. Enid's growth is being herself and accepting who she is. She doesn't have to be who her parents tell her, which is a beautiful theme, especially since my baby girl gets stood up at that dance. Don't date that pilgrim dirtbag up right here. Anyways, the love interests aren't that good, at least in my opinion. Both of the boys aren't completely likable. I mean, obviously, Tyler is better than Xavier, but still both have no real chemistry with Wednesday. Or not the kind of chemistry that you'd like to see. They feel like high school relationships and not the good kind. When the ponytail guy meets Wednesday in the show, he's always trying to make her feel obliged to date her, and it's very pathetic. Just because you knew her when you were kids doesn't mean she has to like you. I don't even know why he thinks that's okay, and then he stops being friends with her because she doesn't feel the same way. But then she uses him to go to the dance, which was funny, and it was better when she took Tyler. Of course, that's when we got the best dance in the show, but we got another problem with this show, Tyler. I mean, he's just a regular dude who likes a goth girl, but he didn't know what he was getting into, so he's like, whoa, that's weird. Cool. You're hot. Yeah. And then takes her on a movie date. Sometimes the show is a cartoon with the stuff they get away with. Love the Legally Blonde placement, though. That means they got their Enid inspiration from somewhere. Finally, I'm just going to list the rest of my gripes due to time because I want to get into the movie. So I didn't like how the monster looked. I know Tim Burton likes to have big eyes and smaller facial features, which is probably why he casted some of these actors. But the monster looks straight out of Plants vs. Zombies, and I can't find it scary. Now, when he's moving fast, sure, that's a little creepy. But being a big CGI dude that goes around chasing things with his big shiny eyes, I don't know, man. I also didn't like the casting for Gomez. Maybe his younger self, but not him as an adult. He looks creepy and not in a Gomez way. That was mean, but I can see that they're going for comic accuracy. It doesn't make it good, however, and his line delivery is questionable at times. I'll get into why making Gomez not comic accurate is acceptable later. But anyways, I don't think I hated the show. I actually really liked it. I give it a 7.5 or 3.75 stars. Anyways, let's move on to the better installment of the Addams franchise, Addams Family Values. Addams Family Values is so good. That's all I can really say. It's just that good. I reviewed this on my Letterboxd, so I'll list the things I liked from there and put them in this video. So first off, the movie is downright hilarious. It's like the people who made it saw that the audience loved goofy stuff, and as the audience got older, they were able to make more mature jokes, and boy oh boy, while some of these jokes might not slide today, they make me feel. Wednesday in this movie is, like in the last one, the most interesting character, and she has some of the best jokes in the film. Compared to Wednesday in the show, this Wednesday could murder her.
Don't you want to help me realize my vision?
Your work is puerile and underdramatized. You lack any sense of structure, character, or the Aristotelian unities.
Also, tell me why I didn't know the herbology teacher in the Wednesday show is actually from the 90s movies. Like, it took my friend who watched this show late to tell me. Anyways, this Wednesday, even though she gets a lot less screen time, gobbles up her role. But I will point out that I like how both Wednesdays are persistent in their mystery-solving characteristics. I like how they will do anything to solve it, but this Wednesday is doing more work because she's doing it from a summer camp, which we'll get into later. Also, the thing about the 90s Addams is that they feel so otherworldly and immortal, which is why they're weird, because they basically are. Wednesday in the show is kind of just a goth girl. And I would also like to point out that the romance in this movie is a lot more acceptable than the one in the show. Of course, she'd fall for the outcast kid who, you know, is at a boring summer camp that she doesn't want to be at either, right? I mean, it's kind of like the same situation. They both are in a place that they don't want to be in, and then she meets a guy there. But, I mean, this guy is an outsider just like her. So why wouldn't they like each other? And the guy in the show bought her a phone and put his phone number in there, like if that isn't the most weird thing to do. And just in case y'all forgot, he's still trying to make her feel obliged to talk to him. I'm talking about the ponytail guy, if you couldn't catch my drift. Someone save my poor girl Wednesday. She is being stalked and hunted.
Weird, buddy. You're weird.
I also like the rest of the Addams. Even though this movie is shorter than the show, obviously everyone here has a distinct personality and anyone can be your favorite character. Even Lurch. Gomez is amazing in this movie. His emotional struggle is so well done. And also, he actually looks like how Gomez should look in real life. Why don't we want tall, sexy Gomez? I'll take that and the Addams Family being accurate over Wednesday and the show having them look accurate-ish. And I love that Morticia is always in a certain lighting. You've probably noticed it by now. But let's talk about the real girl boss of this whole argument. What really brings Addams Family Values over Wednesday? Debbie. She's a cartoon, but boy, does she own it. She's like the secret bad guy. Oh, I'm infiltrating the Addams family to get something from them, like in the last movie. Until she tries to kill Fester and it doesn't work. Multiple times. I'd like to point out once again that the Addams are immortal. I mean, she straps them to electrical chairs, and they're supporting her with their little PowerPoint and engaging as she explained her murderers.
I was 10, and do you know what they got me? Malibu Barbie.
Malibu Barbie.
The nightmare.
Incredible. Outstanding. Phenomenal. Debbie's big scene is so well made. Once she takes that shift and realizes her goal is to kill all of the Addams, the movie goes haywire and everything is just the best thing ever. Her energy is incredible. It matches the insanity of the Addams. Everyone in the movie is having fun and it's such a blast. I could show you any clip and you will get into it. Go to this link. I'll put it in the description too. It's so nice seeing actors have fun in something they do, and this is from an actor. In theater, when you see someone on stage having fun, you're more likely to respond. I mean, it's in our nature. Smiles are infectious and whatnot. When the crowd starts cheering and reacting, it helps the actor bounce off of it. So as a side note, if you ever watch a live show that's a comedy, don't forget to laugh. Also, everything at the summer camp is good. There's this roll call joke that I'm just now remembering. It's like, they can't pronounce any names that aren't. You'll know what I mean. It's very funny. I'm going to wrap up now since I'm not sure how long this video is, but overall, the Addams Family Values movie is a fantastic experience that is fun, campy, dramatic, and it is a really good time. It's addictive, it's contagious, it's creepy, it's silly, it's really good. I forgot what made it 4 stars instead of 5. I might rewatch it. This is an edit. It's the baby. Hideous. I get it, but hideous. But that's not to say that Wednesday's bad. Remember, Wednesday has a fantastic performance from Jenna Ortega, and the show is carried by her. A season 2 with her in a different situation would be awesome. There's still family drama in the show, and Ina gets to hug Wednesday at the end, and y'all know how I feel about hugs coming from my Kill la Kill video. Wednesday, however, is the star of the show, and the rest of the show doesn't get to shine as bright as her. If they made an Addams show with Wednesday as the main focus, that would be nice. But the movie manages to make her one of the main focuses and also brings character and personality to all of the other Addams with less time, making it, in my opinion, better. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I think if you liked Wednesday and haven't seen the 90s movies, you should definitely go check them out. For now, I'm gonna bless myself by rewatching the movie. Let me know what else I should review. Subscribe if you're new, like this video, comment something, share it, I don't know. It really helps, so everything helps. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Damn, baby, come jump off the roof with me, live up your youth with me before they shooting me. With all they cameras and bullets, I swear I'm the man up in front with the hooligans. Yeah, I'm up with Santa B, you do not answer me, I'm in the